It's Ma'am, everybody. It's Ma'am. Welcome back to the comment section. Football season. It's over. It's over. Poker guy, how you doing, man? You didn't crush up too many Excedrin PM out there, did you?
No. The Super Bowl for me was kind of lackluster as it was for the rest of America. I just couldn't stay entertained by it. I don't know how it was over there in the shitty ass Oregon.
You just don't appreciate good football, man. And defensive masterpieces. This is a statue to Bellichick. It's a statue to him.
You know what? I buy that for the first quarter, and then after Tony Romo and whatever Al Michaels, whatever the fuck his name is,
Jim Nantz
keeps repeating the same shit over and over again. It's like, okay, I get it. It's good football. I'm gonna go eat ice cream and masturbate because this is a waste of my time.
I'm gonna go hang out with Vontae Davis on Instagram Live. He's doing a halftime show where he just eats ice cream and masturbates, but viciously.
Totally.
At the end, you don't know what's Vontae and what's ice cream.
So what'd you do for the Super Bowl, man?
This kind of melts together.
What'd you do for the Super Bowl?
I did nothing, man. I had a one-man Super Bowl party, basically.
Nice.
My wife was hanging around, but I don't know. I don't get jacked up for it anymore. I do feel like it's a national holiday. The Monday after it should be a national holiday. I feel like that's big.
Yeah, because everybody's hungover. You know what I mean? Everybody had a good time.
Yeah, I mean it should be. I mean you should have work. I have Mondays off anyway, so I don't give a shit at that point. I'm in it for me, people. If you haven't figured that out yet. But
you know what's crazy now is for the Super Bowl, I've been watching these games all year long, and when I try to talk to people in sunny Florida, nobody gives a fuck about sports. I'm always like, hey, let's go down to the restaurant, let's eat an absurd amount of wings. We'll throw up later, then we'll eat more wings, but we'll watch football all day. And it's kind of hard to get people to do that, at least down here in Florida. And then for the Super Bowl, I'm like, well, it's the exact opposite of what I like. It's literally the most stretched out game. It's got the most dumbest fucking commercials. But everybody that didn't want to watch football during the regular season is obsessed with the Super Bowl. It's everybody's got their Patriots shit on or their Rams shit. I'm like, you don't even...
so many fake fucking Rams fans.
You can't even name two defensive ends, okay? Yeah. You can't even name the three linebackers.
You know less fucking Rams players than PokerGuy does, bro.
He's a Puerto Rican guy. It's a Puerto Rican guy. He's not Cuban, all right? He's Puerto Rican.
Yeah, he's from Florida, and he looks Asian. He doesn't fucking have any idea who's on the Rams. Same as you, buddy.
Yeah,
you in the Aaron Donald jersey.
It's just frustrating. You in the TG3 jersey, the Cooper Kupp jersey, you fucking asshole. But I don't know. For me, it was
bunch of Cooper Kupp jerseys and blood diamonds over there in Africa at the moment. So many. Just Cooper Kupp jerseys, Rams NFL champion or Super Bowl champion jersey, or hats and shit.
Totally. Well, some guy got that tattoo on his arm.
There's some dude who grew up in some little village in Africa who just thinks the Buffalo Bills are the greatest fucking sports team in the history of the world because he just kept getting those jerseys, those fucking hats shipped to him year after year.
Well, that's what they do.
They were getting stonewalled.
That's what they do. They just fucking print a zillion copies, and it's they didn't lose. Well, it's cheaper for us to make a zillion than it is to lose out on not having the products ready. So here you go.
Bulk discount, yeah.
Yeah, here you go, Congo people. Here you go, Sierra Leone people. Enjoy Bills 01 championship jerseys, whatever.
They still keep the dust off your nuts, man. They're still good to wear. Who cares what they look like? But other than that, the Super Bowl, as far as the game goes,
it's terrible.
I will say 2 very satisfying years in my camp. We got, let's see, what happened last year? I'm trying to remember. Oh, that's right. Yeah, that's right. Nick Foles. Got to work that in there. Also, this year, Gronk was back for the night, and it was beautiful. And he had, obviously, the biggest catch of the night, that 29-yarder down the seam from Tommy, and set up the winning touchdown by Sony Michel, the only play run in the red zone. That would have been a real short fucking broadcast for Scott Hansen. He was doing that. He would come on for about 8 seconds. And then be like, oh shit, Patriots scored a touchdown. Fuck.
That's all you really need, though.
I'll see you in September.
You just need that one Gronk play. You know what I mean? You don't need him to do 400 yards, 2 TDs. You just need him to do that one, and that's really what he's there for.
That's what's going. That's what's going in the NFL Films video.
Is he
for
done?
Sure.
You think he's done after this year? He's got to be done, right?
I'll be honest, man. I hope that he is.
He's all
not because I don't love Gronk, but because I love Gronk. I hope that's the case. he's just fucking. He's such a big monster to like. He's such a huge target to hit that he's just getting beat up, man.
Yeah.
Like he wants to party. Like, dude, you got money to party with. People love you. What I hear and what doesn't surprise me is that his real biggest reason he doesn't want to retire is the reason most people don't want to retire. And it's not the money. I mean, it is the money. Don't get me wrong. Like, it is the money. It is the money. But there is shit that you don't like. And having been in the military, like the one thing that scares these guys is not being part of a team.
Okay.
Like it sounds weird, but
no, it's so fun.
It's a lot like Brooks was here, totally. Right? You become indoctrinated into that team culture.
You become institutionalized.
Yeah, institutionalized into it. And whether literally you fucking find yourself checking groceries or selling insurance, like as soon as you're out of that environment, it can be very fucking depressing.
Totally.
Now, granted, for Gronk, he's not going to end up in that spot. He can still, bang fucking Playboy models and do whatever he wants to, but he's going to be missing that team aspect of things. And I bet when they talk to these guys that are out of the game, like, that's what everyone says. Like, oh, man, I miss the locker room. Like, I miss the guys. Mm-hmm. And I get that. Because, like, I don't miss fucking running up hills and shooting guns and sweating my fucking balls off and being tired all the time. But I do miss hanging out and, like, smoking cigarettes and cracking jokes, like, in the in-between.
Well, that's part of growing up, That's why growing up sucks balls, and I refuse to grow up. Because it's as you grow up, like, there's different steps, right? You have that one step when you're in middle school and you and your friends are, like, playing video games. And that next step, you're in high school, fingering chicks. In college, you're doing the same thing, but with drugs. And then as you get older, you're dude,
I fucking got on acid and I fingered her, dude.
Right. I had an erection. I was on mushrooms. It was crazy, bro. Oh, my God. It's crazy.
And that fingered hardcore.
Yeah, bro. Let's go listen to some fucking Sublime or some 311.
4 Ounces of Freedom. You got that disc, bro? You got that?
Bro, you know what? Let's just sit back and play the General on my acoustic guitar. Let's kick back and fucking... Everybody knows that. Come on, everybody knows that shit. That's part of growing up, though. That's part of growing up, man. It's like it's inevitable. But I think the people that have really figured it out are the ones that find a place after the fact. And Gronk's gonna be fine. Gronk's gonna be totally fine. He's gonna find something else. Be the leader of his insurance company. Leading sales over there down in Progressive or State Farm.
You join that company that Derek Fisher's in. Have you seen Derek Fisher's company that he's in?
Derek Fisher's in the Derek Fisher who fucked Matt Barnes' wife, Derek Fisher.
Yeah, that Derek Fisher. I think he fucked other people's wives. Everyone fucking hates Derek Fisher.
I don't know why.
Derek Fisher has the approval rating that, like Trump has in, I guess, Connecticut or some very heavily blue state. He has that same...
New York, man. They hate him in New York, apparently.
Yeah, they hate him there. Wherever they hate Trump... They hate fucking Derek Fisher just as much.
Really?
From that NBA team. If you're an NBA player, you fucking hate Derek Fisher. They think he's a snake. There's code, man. There's a code that players live by, and he don't live by that code. Because also what he's doing now, he is in one of these. It's basically like a fucking payday loan company for athletes.
Oh no!
I mean, I don't know exactly what it is, but that's what it is.
Like Amscot, like the payday loan shit. Amscot is payday loans, right?
I don't know what the fuck Amscot is, but it's basically.
I just googled it. It's cash advance on your paycheck. It's a payday loan.
Yeah. At very high interest rate.
Yeah, it's like 200% interest rate.
It's punitive an interest rate as the federal government will allow.
I had a buddy who his first paycheck, he went to one of those places and bought like a 42-inch TV or something. And he only had to do in the math or whatever. He paid almost 5 times what his $300 TV was over the course of like 2-3 years. So he got fucked on the back end. So if you're listening, don't go.
Yeah, she's a good one. It cost me just under $14,000. I know. Hell of a tube TV. Yeah, it's 27 inches. It's about 214 pounds. Bone dry.
Yeah, don't get too close to it. Don't get close because it'll zap you. Don't get too close to it.
Dude, my buddy had this TV. That it was the fucking, like, we were just in that time frame Like you didn't get to be kind of out on your own till really flat screen TVs were.
No, we were around when you had like the TVs that were the combo, like had like a VCR or DVD player built into it. So it was like an absurd like 80 pounds for no reason.
Yeah. I mean, my buddy had, it must have been a 35-inch to 40-inch TV.
Oh shit, that's like 300-pound adult right there.
we were fucking 20 to 25 years old, like in the prime of our lives, and it was a solid 3-man carry.
Yeah.
It's like, dude, we can be heroes. You'd hear the fucking wallflowers playing in the background, like we could be heroes. If you're trying to do that with just two people, which was done
for sure.
But man, those fucking things.
I'm not a big dude. I used to have to roll
you're buying
those,
one of those things.
I had to roll those, man. I had to put them on the corners and like literally like roll them around my house because I wasn't strong enough to lift it up. I was afraid of like a lower back injury because I was lifting weights at the time. So I'm like, I don't want to fuck up my back while lifting these TVs up. So I remember my buddies would have the same thing.
I got to do lats on Tuesday.
Right, that's what I'm saying. Bruh, I'm already sore.
Wings here, bro.
I'm already sore from my fucking deadlifts already from this morning. I already ate a bunch of protein, so I'm already fucked up. I can't be lifted. I would just roll it around the house, dude. And then rolling it, it's like rolling a fucking piano. You know what I mean? It was a fucking disaster. And I don't think I ever even used that built-in DVD player. For the record, I don't think I ever used them. I was just like an Xbox machine or like a PS2 thing. I don't even remember at this point.
Yeah. So for the record, that did not get used. Did not get used.
How the fuck did we get to this? What are we talking about?
We're talking about Derek Fisher and ripping people off, and your dumbass buddy who paid $9,000 for a fucking shitty tube TV.
It was his first paycheck. Lesson learned, though. Lesson learned. All right, so nobody likes Derek Fisher. He fucked Matt Barnes' wife.
Gronk's going to retire, but he's not going to work for Derek Fisher. What else about the Super Bowl? Anything else? All right, so we saw Bill Belichick push that camera guy. If you haven't seen that, YouTube that. Bill Belichick's not taking any fucking shit from this camera guy.
Yeah, because the guy's getting in his face. The game's fucking over. There's like 5 seconds left, and this photographer is like an inch from his face taking pictures of his fucking retina. It's like, bro, get the fuck out of my face. And so Bill Belichick, the seasoned veteran that he is, he just puts his hand on the fucking camera and shoves him back.
Puts a hand on the camera, and he gives him a little bit of a Charles Woodson just scored a touchdown at University of Michigan action, and fucking Heisman's that thing right into that dude's eyeball.
Yeah, get out of my face, bro.
I guarantee a fucking loser that wants to act like that is probably gonna like get somebody to take a picture of the mini bruise on his eye and then try and sue the Patriots or Bill Belichick.
Totally.
It's common. You can see it. Like a fucking loser.
I was nauseous for like 3 days and I missed work, so the damages are 3 days of work. And I can't fuck my wife anymore, and I have kidney stones, and it's Robert Kraft's fault.
This is Robert Kraft's fault. You see this dick? Do you see how soft this dick is? This is Robert Kraft's fault. All right, I need my money.
I would do that.
I need my money for my dick pills.
If I was playing, like if I was, you know, this is my PG moment, a little poker moment. If the pot had a potential $1 million, I'd whip my dick out in front of the jury and be like, "Look, it don't work anymore. Look at this." I'd whip my dick out. Put it.
You see that girl right
on
there?
The table right there.
You see that girl right there? You see how hot she is? Come over here. Take your top off.
I can hold it.
Take it off.
I can hold it.
See how nothing happens?
I can hold it, but if she starts putting her titties in my face and stuff, you know what I mean? And they're nice.
I mean, but could you put like...
I'm guilty. Lock me up. I'm guilty, bro. God damn it. Okay, you win this time, motherfucker. You win this time, Robert Kraft. I'll get you next time, bitch.
And then you just jump out of the courtroom fucking with the hard on.
My hard on breaks my fall, though, so it's okay.
Breaks your fall. Breaks your fall. Then you do a push-up, run right out of the room. Doesn't matter. It can't be contained. All right, let's talk about damage. Let's talk about damages. So, sheesh. Businessman disappears after scamming his mother, friends, and others out of $750,000 for Super Bowl tickets. So you turn me on to this thing. Give me the background here. And
so there's this guy.
You had a bad day if you were, rooting for the Rams. All 8 of you out there.
Yeah, so apparently this guy's from Atlanta, and he is smart. He was selling tickets to people is what he was doing from one couple, he tricked for $10,000, and essentially
boom,
bada bing. and he essentially accumulated what it looks like almost $750,000 in just stolen money, just really easy money. And so this guy, he doesn't look like you. He doesn't look like me.
Neither one of our cousins.
Not one of my cousins.
Caton Shaw. We're not trying to assign any blame here. We're just giving accurate information. Mr. Shaw.
Mr. Shaw. He looks... He does not look like you or me. We're just gonna call him a. We're gonna call him a Shaw.
Doesn't matter what the man looks like. Doesn't matter what the man looks like. We're moving past that in this world. What does matter is he stole $36,000 from his fucking own mother. All right. He's gone. He took $36,000 from his own mom. And I'm not gonna pretend like I watched this entire thing. But what apparently he did is he took $750,000 in cash as part of what people call a midlife crisis. So a midlife crisis is thinking that for 1 second, you should own any type of convertible if you're over 6 feet tall. Like, you shouldn't do that.
Getting a boat when you live in, like, fucking Arizona.
Getting a boat in Iowa so you can drive it 90 minutes to the lake for 2 months a year. Like, that's a midlife fucking crisis. A midlife crisis is not draining your mom's 401k and then taking $750,000 on a private jet to Vegas, because that's what this fucking guy did apparently. Apparently went to Vegas, and I don't think that he doubled that up and then brought it back to everybody with like 50% interest and was like, thank you, everyone.
That's probably what he did. That's probably what he did, dude.
That's not what he did. He wouldn't be on Inside Edition if that's what he did.
Nah, here's what he did. He put it on black. He's been watching too many Wesley Snipes movies. He's like, I'm going in. I'm putting it on black.
He's going in hard.
I'm going to hit it.
Wait until he feels it. Yeah.
And he didn't hit it. He didn't fucking hit it.
Shit, he didn't hit it. God damn, he needed that one.
And then he flew back to fucking Bangladesh and he's hiding, you know? That's what's happened. He's hiding.
I think what he did, I think what you do if that's what you're doing, right? Let's say, all right, so you owe, so let's pretend this guy's got $500,000 in bad debt, right?
Oh my God, I would... Okay.
Like that, he owes somebody, and they're gonna break his knees, and they're gonna do some nasty things to him.
They've got his cat hostage, and it's a tabby cat, and he loves that cat. So
he loves it. It's a beautiful cat, and it doesn't deserve this. So he's gonna do what's right, and he's gonna steal $36,000 from his mom. All right, so he's gonna do what's right. He's gonna take all her money. And then he's got to figure this out, right? This is a movie fucking plot, right? Like, this guy's in the middle of a movie plot. You could get Jason Statham in this thing. Mm-hmm. Clock ticking. He's all adrenalined up. What was that movie with him with the adrenaline?
Oh,
I don't know.
Surge or some shit.
Whatever that movie is. Jason Statham, adrenaline. Let's do this thing. Right? So he's got, so he's like, fuck, how do I get this? All right, I know my mom's got $36,000. I'll just fucking take her money real quick, because that's what all the movie heroes do, right? They start their journey by seeding it with fucking 36. That's probably where he got his seed money for his scam. Like, I'm not a scammer, but that's probably where you get your seed money. So
he probably was like, that was too easy. That was way too easy. Like,
yeah.
Who the fuck just gives me cash? Like,
yeah, it's not even a good movie. It's like, oh wait, I'll just steal from my mom. Done, I did it. But let's say he owes $500,000. So all right, I got $500,000 I owe. All right, so I'm gonna go to Vegas. I'm gonna steal all this money from these people / take investments, because maybe you give it all back if your plan works out. So if your plan works out, so you take $500,000. You take $500,000, and then you wait for that Wesley Snipes moment, right? You wait for your fucking moment. You're like, damn.
Black.
6 reds in a row ain't gonna be 7. Boom.
Black.
Fuck. Fuck. So you lost $500,000, but you're on to Plan B. Plan B is that other $250,000 that you stole from your mom mostly, and other people, mostly from your mom. You stole from her, so that you can fly to Bangladesh or where the fuck you're gonna go that doesn't extradite. And you're not going to be like, it's not, I mean, I don't know. Is someone going to fly to another country and break your knees for $500,000? I probably would, quite honestly. Like,
probably, yeah,
like, I would, right?
Totally.
I mean, but you got $250,000 to start your moped shop and grow your beard, right?
Totally.
Is that what you're going to do? Or are you going to start, like, laying tile or something? Like... Laying tile, just grow a beard.
Making those bricks, you know what I mean? Taking clay and like laying bricks.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? They make the sun-dried bricks.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
that's what you're gonna do.
Right, yeah.
While you just sit there and watch, you look around your back for the rest of your fucking life.
I don't know what I would do, man. I'd probably take that money. I'd take that $750, and I'd probably, I don't know, man. Maybe I would just go to Vegas and put it on black, and then if it hit, I would run away to Bangladesh. But if it didn't hit, I'd run away to Bangladesh. So this guy didn't really think it out because either way, you're running away to Bangladesh.
Yeah, it's no lose. It's just how much money you taking to Bangladesh with you is what you're saying.
Yeah, it doesn't matter because you can't really spend it. It's not like you're gonna get a fucking Tesla. Either way, you're gonna be charming snakes and shit. You know what I mean? It don't
just
fucking matter.
In a hut, man.
Making that delicious fucking.
We're talking about charming snakes. Let's go. This is a sports podcast. Let's do our sports update.
You don't like Indian food though? You don't really quick. You don't like Indian food?
No.
You just totally bypass that. You don't like Indian food for real? You don't like bay leaves and shit? You don't like that fucking?
No, I'm not a curry person. So I lived in New Jersey, and there's a lot of Indian people in my apartment complex, and the hallways smelled always of curry.
Really? You don't like it? Damn.
I don't like it. It's not for me. It's not for me.
What about lamb? You don't like the lamb korma?
Not really. Not really.
You know what I'm talking about? What about the lamb vindaloo? You don't like the lamb vindaloo?
I don't fucking. What is this?
What about the garlic naan? You don't like the fucking garlic naan? For real, bro? You lived in New Jersey. You don't go to fucking Indian Town and get the garlic naan for real? You didn't even do that?
I don't. What is that? Is it about bread? It sounds like
garlic naan, dude. It's like a pita bread, but they put garlic on it, and they've got like the little spices on there. What about that rice, that like Vishnu rice, where they put like the coconut pieces in there and the almonds in there, and they put a little bay leaf in there? You don't like
I don't fucking like coconut.
God, you're such a fucking
God.
Crackers.
Such a fucking. What's that? How it's Taco Bell open? I don't know. We'll find out. I will figure that out. First thing.
I do like Taco Bell. Whatever. You're fucking missing out. For every lamb vindaloo I eat, I'll just eat 3 in your honor. I'll be like, you know what? Bobby Fever's not eating one. I'm gonna eat 3.
You can eat 3. I mean, that's not good for the environment, man.
I'll tell you what it's not good for. It's not good for my asshole, dude. Because the second that third one goes down, I'm sitting on my toilet.
You'd be like dude that ate all those gummy bears, those Haribo sugar frees. Like you're doing the same thing that guy's doing.
I'm doing the same thing. Except
it's about to happen to you.
Yeah, it's about to be a nuclear explosion in my porcelain toilet.
So let's do our sports update. So all right, now what do we do if football's over? All right, well.
We can talk about basketball, but
we're going to move on to the next biggest thing of the year, and that's women's NCAA college basketball. We're going to do a blitz. We're going to get you caught up on all that action. I think it's women's college basketball season. There you go. You're caught up. All right, so let's go ahead and move on to non-sports related things for the rest of the episode. So a guy killed a mountain lion with his bare hands. All right, so some dude out in Colorado.
Your neck of the woods.
What was he doing?
He was like jogging or whatever you white people do. You guys love going in the wilderness and jogging and just.
We feel connected to Mother Earth. We feel it out there.
Put on YouTube National Geographic Lion Eats Buffalo, and then that's how connected you can be. Look how, but you can do that from the comfort of your home. You know what I mean? But this dude is out there. He's running. He's probably real sweaty. Probably just had some Chipotle. Real greasy. Real delicious looking. This fucking giant wildcat jumps out of a fucking tree and just starts mauling him. And I don't know if you guys have ever been, I'll tell you a real story real quick. I have a friend of mine who had this cat, and it was him and his son at the time, and they had this cat. Long story short, the cat wouldn't come in the house for whatever reason. They couldn't get their cat to come back in. Yeah. I think the cat's name was like Cooper or like Bigsby. Oh, Bigsby or whatever. And for whatever reason, this docile cat flipped a switch, and I'm talking probably like an 8-pound cat. Apparently, he went full psycho, full Rambo. His nails went out, and dude, my buddy's got scars all over his arms and his chest from like 6 years ago from this domesticated feline that went bananas. And that thing's only 8 pounds, dude. That thing's only 8 pounds. Like if that thing's going like full crazy, you can't get a grip on it. It's on your back. It attacked his kid. Apparently, he at one point he took it and was able to get a grip on it, and he punted it. He had a balcony at the time. He said that he punted it off his balcony, and the fucking thing in midair. This is true, by the way. In midair, it looked at him. He said that it looked at him, made eye contact with him, like growled, and then just took off. He never saw it again. And that was his cat. That was like his cat.
Yeah, that's like I will sleep at night with this monster in my house.
Yeah, like this thing is like purring when I'm watching The Office, and it's on my lap and it's purring and shit. It's all cute. And then 30 seconds later, it's like a flipped switch, and it like attacked his kid. He's got scars on it. I didn't believe him. I was laughing during the whole time. He wasn't laughing. It was a horror story for him. He's telling me the story. He showed me the scars, and I'm like, oh my god, I shouldn't be laughing. This is horrible. It's like kids traumatized and shit. They're afraid of cats now. Now they don't fuck with cats.
They should be afraid. So this guy,
8 pounds, and now this cat, this mountain lion, whatever the fuck it is, it's got to be more than 8 pounds. You know what I mean?
So they said it was a very young mountain lion. They postulate that it was still learning how to, kind of how to hunt, and hadn't really realized it needs to fucking avoid humans that were not to be messed with for the most part. They haven't determined the lion's gender, but it should be between. And that's good that they don't assume genders. Good on these people.
Progressive.
Very progressive. Good. Yeah. We're getting somewhere. We're getting somewhere here in 2019, people. Fuck, that gets me excited. All right, we're gonna. I think PokerGuy's gonna bring us back a little bit here in a few minutes.
I'm not gonna bring us
back. Reel us back a little bit. But anyhow, so we're not gonna assume the lion's gender, just like these people. But it said 20 to 60 pounds. So that's anywhere between 3 and 7 times as big, 7.5 times as big.
That's fucking huge.
That
is huge. That thing hasn't been declawed. That thing doesn't like fancy feast. That thing has a thirst for blood. That thing is trying to kill you. That is fucking crazy.
Yeah.
So what happened? This guy survived, or did he die?
So he got in a stare down with this thing.
Right. Well, you don't do, that's mistake number 1, dude. You can't. That's mistake number 1. You can't.
So the guy's early 30s, very good shape. I mean, obviously he's running around in the fucking wilderness. Like he's got to have some fitness about him. So when he first saw the cat, he turned toward it and tried to do a bit of a stare down. The man started to back away, and the cat made himself.
Mistake number 2.
He tried to make himself look big and shouting, but the cat still pounced on him. Right. So this guy, he was unarmed, no knife. He used rocks to pound at the mountain lion. Amazing. Before he was able to get his hands around its throat. He used his hands and feet to basically choke the animal, Farrell said.
Holy
fucking
shit.
Brutal. Right?
Crazy.
Way to go. That's just the way to do it. Runner's injuries are serious, but not life-threatening.
So he strangled this cat? He fucking strangled it?
Yes. Like, I gotta imagine.
It's crazy.
Like, this is not a 60-pound cat. So he did not get a 60-pound version. Yeah. He probably got like a 25, 30-pound version.
Somebody's stray cat just got murdered, and they're making it seem like it's a mountain lion. It's like somebody's cat just got murdered.
Fucking Rachel's just like teary-eyed forever because of this guy.
Snickers? He's been gone for like weeks.
Snickers.
I don't know. Snickers.
Oh, Snickers.
They probably checked it, and they got the chip and probably informed the owner, like, yo, you're like 12-pound fucking Persian, like cat.
You shouldn't have fed it so much, man. It scared the hell out of that runner.
Did you give it fuck out of him? Did you give it wet food? Oh, that was your problem. You should have given him dry food. You fucked up. You gotta give him dry food.
They live longer. You give them dry food, and then when they don't,
crazy,
when they don't get choked out by runners too, they live longer there.
Well, the real question is, if that dude was like, if that was me, and I was wearing a Fitbit, I would, like, he's white, so he's obviously wearing a Fitbit.
He's definitely got a Fitbit. There's no way he does not have his Fitbit history posted up somewhere. It's on Reddit right now. I fucking guarantee
I would contact Fitbit, and I would hit him up and be. I don't know. I'd use that. I don't know if I'd sue Fitbit and say the radio waves drive fucking animals bonkers and they attack humans, or I'd say this Fitbit saved my life. Use me as advertising.
Interesting.
I'll take a quick.
I'd go that second route. You've got a lot to prove by trying to link lion attack to Fitbit. Like, you got some dots to connect there, sir. Sir,
you can't unprove it.
Sir, did you just sir me?
Sir,
did you sir me?
Don't fucking sir me, sir.
Now, well, here's a real question though. Do you think you could, like, right now, boom, teleported you, Star Trek style, onto that? You're staring at this fucking mountain lion, same mountain lion that this dude choked out. Do you think you could get the better of the mountain lion?
It depends. I think about it all the time because I take my dog to the dog park all the time, and I think about this all the time. I always carry a knife on me for this exact reason. I go on a walk with my dog. I have a knife ready to rock because I'm gonna take that knife and I'm gonna fucking kill whatever's trying to kill me. I mean, if it's a bear, good night.
There are no bears in Florida. I mean,
there's bears, but it's not like over where you guys are. You guys have like that dense forest. Like we have a lot of deer, a lot of hog, a lot of Puerto Ricans. You guys are in a forest, and you guys get a lot of those big bears. You know what I mean? You get like the fucking elk and the moose. You have bigger game, so like the predators are just inherently bigger. You know, so you guys have bears and shit,
those
man.
fucking boar. I mean, they got number one. They got a king. They got a king of the Iron Throne. Number one, they're dangerous.
They're very dangerous.
And number two, they'll like eat you. Did you see that thing where I don't know if you saw that, where that lady had a seizure? So I think this was in England. If not, that's where I'm going to paint the picture in your mind. So it's a cold, dreary English winter. Lady goes out.
And Harry Potter's there, and Harry and her wife.
Harry Potter's there, and he's off to fucking Hogwarts for the remainder of his term.
Right.
Before he
Voldemort.
Before spoiler alert, Snape kills Dumbledore. Haha, fuck you. Ha ha ha.
British motherfuckers.
Yeah. But I don't know if it was a British thing.
You guys are awesome.
So anyhow, it's British. So it's a cool British winter, and a lady goes out to feed her hogs. She's not feeling real well. She's like, I'm feeling dizzy. Oh, I'm feeling so dizzy this evening. I don't know. I mean, Gerald. And then Gerald. Oh, hail to the Queen. Those are her dying words. Well, spoiler alert. Spoiler alert. Snape kills Dumbledore. And also spoiler alert for this story. So she's like, hail to the Queen. Love you, Elizabeth. You're the best. And she fucking has a seizure in this pit of hogs. Right? And Gerald's upstairs. He's like, fuck, where'd that bitch go? She's not done feeding the hogs yet. She always takes forever to do everything. Because he's very ungrateful. Like, he's a very ungrateful man.
He's probably wearing a wife beater, and he's a fan of Manchester. Yeah. Man, you! Oi!
Oi! Oi! So anyhow, he's 4 or 5 points deep. And he decides that he's not going to go check on his wife, and he passes out. Well, bad move, because when he goes to check on her, these fucking hogs have gone to town on her in the middle of the night. They ate her alive. Ate her fucking alive while she was unconscious from her seizure.
Amazing.
In the hog pen. So I don't know how the fuck we got there. Oh, those boars. Yeah, those things are fucking ferocious. I don't know if I can kill one of them.
Boars, the thing about boars is they have a frenzy to them. Like how pit bulls kind of go bananas and like their eyes just turn all black. You know, like a great white shark.
Yeah, kind of like a Tyson fight. Like you got to endure the first few minutes of it, man. They're dangerous.
Right. Dangerous. It's all testosterone at that point, all those pheromones and shit. But what the thing about hogs is they're very protective of their young, you know, and they breed like fucking like hogs, I guess, or like hamsters. They'll come at you like regardless, and they're always pissed off. They're always on defense mode. They're not gonna come up to you and like cuddle with you and shit. And they have these husks, and what they do is they I guess they just kind of like move left and right, and they go from bottom to top, and they gouge you. And when they don't stop and shit. And those animals, they're carnivores. Like for the most part, they kind of forage around and stuff, but they eat humans and stuff. Like that's what they do.
They'll eat you.
I guess
Hell yeah.
Yeah, they'll eat you. That's dude. A crazy story. I take my dog on walks because she's an insane psychopath like me, and she needs energy to be released. I was at this hike I always go. It's like a 6-mile like loop, and I'm going the other day. I went like a couple weeks ago, and as I'm walking, I'm like, dude, somebody out here is fucking growing mushrooms because it looked like somebody was digging holes by trees and mushrooms were growing out of it. So I was like, dude, there's some fucking cracker out here. He's laying spores around here, and he's picking up mushrooms. and he's eating them and
My
listening
name's
to fucking Pink
Greg.
Floyd.
I'm a psychonaut. This is my path.
Yeah.
So if you could please
Totally. That's
leave
what I
my
thought.
mushrooms alone, sir.
That's what I thought. I'm like, this fucking druid's gonna come out with like a stick, like, oi! But anyway, so I went a couple weeks later. It had just rained, and when it rains, the hogs like it, because it's, for whatever reason, that's what they like. I go,
They like it sloppy and moist.
They like it sloppy and moist. Who doesn't? And all the fucking ground is like ripped up and torn to pieces. And I'm like halfway through this loop to where I realized, I'm like, oh my God, this isn't just some crappy redneck just who's growing mushrooms and shit. This is like tracks. These are like boar tracks. And there's boars that are literally just completely ravaging and decimating the landscape to where like I had this weird moment where I'm like, damn it, like I feel like I'm being watched by things. And I'm like in the middle of I don't have a gun on me. I just have this like pussy little knife. So I call my dog. I'm like, oi! And then she's next to me. And for the whole time, dude, she was picking up on my vibes. And she knew that there was something out there. She could smell it. There were fucking hogs out there, dude. And, going back, I'm lucky to be alive.
You're lucky, man. It's great to still have you here. Holy fuck, that should be on that TV show. And they what was that TV show where people look like
Seinfeld?
They're gonna... No, and it was like, and they survived, or they survived it. People survive in unsurvivable things.
You know who doesn't survive is the people from Deadliest Catch. Apparently they died, but they all died in a freak accident, man, right? The Deadliest Catch people. They were like filming some show and their boat capsized. They all died. All of them. You hear about that?
That's fucking horrible.
Terrible, dude. It's fucking crazy.
That's fucking horrible. Horrible.
Yeah, but anyways, no, I don't know if as far as like a boar goes with like my pussy little knife, I could probably I've seen enough movies and I'm smart enough to like I could just get it in the jugular a couple times. And
all right. You have seen a good amount of movies. I will agree with you there. Strength. I will agree with that. As a general strength.
Yeah. The dexterity, I've got the intelligence, I've got
good at video games, good dexterity, strength.
I have, me, man. I'm very good at video games, but I could probably, I'll get fucked up, you know what I mean? I might lose an eye, I mean, puncture my lung and shit.
You just gotta keep that thing off of your femoral, man. Like
right.
You gotta have a good sprawl, like a.
Well, what I'll do is I'll separate the tree between like a large tree and the bull will be my separation. I'll kick it in the face and shit.
Yeah.
But either way, I'm having pork for dinner. You know what I mean? Yeah. I'm gonna be fucked up, but I'm having pork, and it's gonna be slow roasted because that's how I like my pork.
That's
but
how
if it was like a
it.
mountain lion, dude. Imagine a mountain lion jumping out and instantly grabbing your fucking neck to where 2 seconds later you're like, yeah, there's a mountain lion. It's on my neck. Yeah. What do? Well, at that point, you're fucked, right? At that point, it's over.
I had a guy, so when I was in the Marine Corps, I had a guy who insisted, and so we're in this like, all right, so what could you kill without a knife? All right. And one of the conversations that we had, he insisted, so we had these K-bars. He insisted that, so a K-bar it's a pretty big fucking knife. It's a bayonet, right?
Okay. Like, so the classic, like that's not a knife. That's a knife.
I mean, it's not quite that big, but it's pretty fucking big. It's a big knife. Good 6 to 8 inch knife, probably. It'll get the job done. So we had those things, and he insisted that with one of those, he could kill a grizzly bear.
No.
And I was of the opinion that he could not. I was like, dude, I don't think you could kill a grizzly bear with a fucking knife.
Like a pissed off mother grizzly bear with cubs and shit?
An angry grizzly. A grizzly bear trying to fucking kill you. In a normal woodland environment, right? Like I'll give you some I'll give you whatever like local geographic, like whatever friendly tree layout you want. Whatever, like you want a little stream, you got a little stream, buddy. Like you want a little of this, a little of that, I'll give it to you. But I mean, the only way you can do that is if you had like a good little like rocky cove, or you could fucking jump like a WWE guy
just get on his back
to its neck. Like you get one, like you better be playing Eminem in your fucking head before you jump off of that too, bro. Because you get one shot at that. Like you are gonna get that thing and then get fucked up and then maybe live, or you are not gonna get it and then get fucked up and then definitely.
Yeah, what is this guy talking about? Live. Like you're jumping like out of a fucking tree and bayoneting it like right in the forehead and just like, and then it's still kind of alive. it's still gonna bite you and swing at you with its crazy like razor hands, like its razor paws and shit. Get the fuck out of here. Yeah, I got it. There's another crazy story though that there is a guy though, and he did kill. This is funny. He killed a grizzly bear with his bare hands, and it's a very similar knife to this. I mean, he got fucked up, but what he was doing was the bear was standing on all twos, and it would swipe, and he would just like he would go full Neo, and then just like fucking puncture it to the side, and just gutting it in the rib. Because imagine a bear on all twos. It's like gotta be 10 feet tall, and you're like
yeah, it's tall,
like 6
it's
feet
fucking tall.
Right? So you're stabbing it in the fucking ribs, and it's swing. Apparently, the thing's swinging at him, right? It's all mad, and he's going in and he's stabbing it and shit. And apparently, he was able to take down this bear with his bare hands. Believe it or not.
Yeah, I mean it's doable. Like you gotta have like the right micro terrain to make that happen. That's all I'm saying. He was just basically like he thought in a gladiator format even he could do it. Like if you put him and a bear into the Coliseum, that bear ain't walking out of there, right? He's walking out of there with the new bearskin fucking coat. Like that's what he was saying. And his strategy was that he was gonna
in the bear's hands, and then he had a giant inflatable Q-tip, and they gladiatored it out. The bear would lose. That's what you're saying to me.
Yeah. What can I say? The bear's no good on the fucking the bicycle pedal. He's too heavy. He's too heavy. He can't work the hand crank. Body to fucking grip ratio. It's not great. He's not great.
It's not great.
No, I mean he thought he could take him in like a Coliseum type format, even where. Stupid. Like his plan was to basically give up his arm. Like he was basically going to throw his arm into the grizzly's mouth and then use that as leverage to get up close and
what the fuck?
And stab him in the fucking jugular. That was the move.
Well, it's good that if we have any Russian listeners that want to invade America, you just have to be moderately smarter than that guy, and you'll be fine. Damn it. Like, you'll just be smarter than that guy, Throw some Russian bears.
I will say this: he gave me a reality check one time. He told me that velociraptors are actually very small. They're like 3 feet long. They're like chickens.
You know what? Jurassic Park.
Jurassic
was bullshit.
Park.
Okay, that shit's not anatomically accurate.
It's a horrifying thing. Spoiler alert: the velociraptor is also very small. Let's go ahead.
What if you had a gun though? Before we move on here. No, what about like a firearm, man? Like, what if you had like a gun? Would you feel comfortable? Like, if you could take on a bear with a gun or walk away, would you? Let me say this: if you could fight a bear with a firearm of your choice and then be set for life financially and all kinds of shit, and woman of your dreams, fucking whatever, car of your dreams, versus you just walking away getting nothing, given your firearm of your choice. Obviously not something stupid like, oh, I'm going to choose like an RPG or like a flamethrower. Like realistically, like a fucking, I don't know, man. Like
I don't know if a flamethrower would be a good idea. You just have this giant on fire bear mauling your ass. Like you would not want to choose flamethrower.
Well, he's on fire, so you just have to outlast him for like a minute. You know what I mean?
I mean, I would just get whatever I was talking about that death at my feet earlier. Whatever that guy's fucking using, I want one of those. 600 grain Nitro Express. Wait for the bear to charge me, heart beating out of my chest. Oh my God, I'm going to die. Boom! Bear falls down. I'm fucking a rich man. First of all, that's a very vivid picture to paint. I don't fucking condone in any way like hunting bears or any of these other things.
No, but we're talking self-defense here. We're talking it's coming right for us.
I'm just carrying this 600 grain Nitro Express with me for self-defense. All right, everybody. That's the only reason I got it. All right, he's coming straight. But I would yell. I'd be like, "He's coming straight for me!"
Yeah, you gotta yell. What I would do is, I love World War II shit. What I would do is I would get one of those, not like an American 50 cal, because those are kind of pussy. I'll get one of those MG44s, or I think it was about an MG42 maybe, and bipod it. You know what I mean? I see it like maybe 25 yards away, kind of eyeing me. I'd get down, I'd prone up, I'd bipod it up, and make sure the barrel's nice, and make sure I'm locked and loaded, and then I'd throw like whatever, like fucking a pepperoni at it, and then get it pissed off. Have it come towards me, and then just, you know.
You yell. Fucking, you gotta yell, right? Yell.
Yeah, right to bare arms, bitch. Brah! Just like slice it and dice it.
It's coming straight for me.
Oh, yeah. It's coming right for us. And then, you know, the rest is history.
Now it's legal, whatever you do at that point. It's legal.
At that point, it's self-defense. You know, fucking, I'm in Beverly Hills. I got a fucking bear rug. I got a bear tattoo, whatever it may be. But at that point, I'm rocking, I'm rolling.
So I knew a kid in high school who fucking had. My high school was very big on hunting, and
of course it was.
Of course it was. A lot of Taco Bells per person, like per capita.
Yeah.
High Taco Bell per
Chipotle
capita
made some investments later on in the race.
A lot of Chipotle franchises fighting for themselves to get to these spots. But anyhow, a lot of hunting, and we had this dude who got an elk license, and he went out and shot a fucking moose.
I know what that is. Even though I know what that is.
Fucking Bullwinkle or Rocky or whatever the fuck it is.
Giant fucking moose. Those things are huge, right? Aren't they fucking enormous?
I mean, it's a moose. Like a moose is a fucking moose. Like,
what a dumbass.
And then he got fucked too. I mean,
yeah, of course.
And he owned up to it. I don't know. I'm not saying that I would. I'm not saying that I wouldn't. But
let's plead the fifth on that one, man. I
mean, maybe you drive up to it. Maybe you don't drive up to it because you don't want track prints there, right? Maybe you walk up to it and you fucking get your knife and you dig your bullet out of there and you be on your way. I'm not saying to do that. I'm not saying to do that. It's an alternate thing to do. He didn't do it. He did what one would call the right thing. And he paid a pretty heavy penalty for it, both in the court of public opinion and in the court of the actual state court system.
What he should have done is planted some drugs on the moose, and then he would have been justified.
Sprinkle some crack on that motherfucker.
Right.
Get on
hey,
out
man. And he was acting crazy. He was running his mouth. And he had some drugs, and he was coming right for me, and had to fucking take him. I had to take him fucking down, brother. But from what I understand, though, moose are like really aggressive. Like they're so big, like they'll just stomp you out and shit. You know, like wolves will try to like get him, and they'll just step on him and crush him. So, I mean, I don't know. I feel like people of your skin complexion should know what the difference.
Yeah, I mean, with this guy put him down the scope, right? And it was saying to himself, "Yeah, I'm gonna fuck this. I'm gonna fuck this elk up right now." Yeah, this elk with this giant saucery.
You know what? I'm just gonna pretend like I don't know what this fucking thing is.
Yeah. I'm gonna say, what was that? Coming straight for me, man.
I know exactly what that fucking thing is. I'm gonna sneak this thing into my house. I'm gonna pay a taxidermist $8,000 to fucking make this thing my thing. And every morning I'm gonna wake up, I'm gonna look at this giant fucking moose. And he didn't get that far, obviously. He probably just went to school and was bragging and shit. And they probably got him.
No, I mean, I think he fucking shot it. You know, he probably shot it, and then whoever he was with, you know, he sees something, he gets all trigger happy. It's like he's got murder on the brain. Right, he just wants to fucking murder something. Totally. This thing's got 4 legs. He wants to kill it. He murders it. They walk up on it. Whoever he's with is not an idiot. And it's thinking to themselves,
"You fucking reef."
It's like, dude, you fucking shot a moose, man. You shot a moose. What the fuck have you done? What have you done, man? This is your problem, not mine. I am forced to report you to the hunting bureau, though. So I'm going to rat you out right now because I can't get in trouble for this, man. I'm not going down with you.
You know what? If we were hunting and you said that to me, I'd be like, you know what? Right here, Bobby Fever. He's getting a little cold feet. I'm going to fucking shoot his ass. And he's coming right for me. Put some cocaine on him.
We're about to have a hunting accident, bro.
That's what I'm saying. He walked right in front of my fucking gun.
Put the phone down, man. Put the phone down.
Look, there was 5 bullet holes. Things were going, you know, I went trigger happy. I don't know, one thing.
I got 2 things to say to you right now. 1, I knew it was a moose. 2,
fucking news.
Do we need to have ourselves a hunting accident right now? About to go Dick Cheney on your ass, but double Dick Cheney, where I fucking actually kill you? I didn't think so.
Yeah, Dick Cheney shot a guy in the fucking face.
Right in the face,
with
man.
like a shotgun, and it was
blasted
cool.
him
Like,
in the face
cared.
with the shotgun.
I think the guy went out afterwards and did like a public apology, didn't he? Didn't he like come out and say, "Yeah, I walked in front of Dick Cheney's gun in his mind."
Yeah, he got shot in the face and then apologized to Dick Cheney.
Because he knew the consequences. You know what I mean? He
didn't want to end up like some Saudi reporter getting fucking murdered.
He just didn't. He didn't want to come home to like a. He didn't want to be found days later like suicided with like 3 bullet holes in his fucking eyeball.
Didn't want that. All right, let's go ahead. Let's move on. We're going to go ahead and call this next segment the Fall of Rome, everybody. So this is the Fall of Rome. This is
because for all the people that don't live in America, this is America now. We're not at the log growth stage. We're at the Fall of Rome stage.
We are a pair of testicles sinking into the cold ocean water. Like it is ending for us soon.
Yeah.
And these are all signs that the apocalypse is upon us. So these are the horsemen coming down the road, and they take these forms. They take the form of hoarders. They take the form of very large people, and then they take the form of, well, people that are people, but they're not really those people, but they are those people. It's hard to figure out exactly what's going on there. Let's start with the hoarders.
You want to start
Hoarders
with
update. Hoarders update.
The poop lady? Is it more poop lady?
Not poop lady, all right? Not the poop lady.
I miss her.
Dirty water. Dirty water be dirty.
Are you sure it's not the mildew?
Are you sure? No, you sir. You sir. Levels. It's always levels with you, man. I like
it's just
it.
You're a critical thinker. You're a critical thinker. I like it.
It's never just the razor of Occam upon which you depend. Once you've struck that blow, you start to double back on things.
I have this image of her just standing there with all of her possessions in that house, like in her bathrobe and slippers, like nothing else, with a giant bulldozer just fucking bulldozing it like right in her face, and she's just standing there like with nothing. Like, my possessions, my Tupperware, my buckets. Oh, God.
Oh, my bucket. What will I do? I feel the call of nature.
No,
Whatever
not the brown carpet. No, not the brown wallpaper. No. Not that bucket. No.
My other buckets. My other buckets. Oh, my buckets. My mom's buckets. No, my mom's bottles. Oh, she had so many bottles. No.
No, not that bottle. No.
Oh.
And it's funny because like if they would have just left her alone, she would have been fine. You know what I mean? Just leave her alone. Let her. Yeah, it's like she's better off, dude. Now she's living like in a nursing home, tied down to a bed somewhere.
God, imagine being her fucking orderly. You'll find piss bottles everywhere, like everywhere.
Well, she's drugged out now. Some psychiatrist went in there and be like, "This bitch is fucking crazy. Let's send her to electroshock therapy. We're gonna electroshock her fucking we're gonna lobotomy her with electricity."
She's probably just living on the rubble in a tent, fucking pissing and shitting in bottles.
Pissing in the tent.
Just went to Home Depot, fucking boom, 2 bottles, 1 bucket, dirty water. It's dirty water time, baby.
You know what? Fuck this. I know it's 2 for 1 fucking Aquafina bottles. I'm gonna get some Aquafina bottles 2 for 1 because I'm a crafty consumer like that. Time for some dirty water.
She's got a fucking illegal extension cord in her neighbor's house where she cooks, where she almost sets her food on fire with her little toaster oven. What are you making over there? What are you making over there?
Next
to all the bottles? No. So anyhow,
is that the smell of burning plastic because the water bottles are too close to your makeshift?
You don't want to open up the tent flap when you're doing that, and you're just gonna sit here and choke on the fumes. Okay.
Was that honey? Oh yeah, no, that's the burning plastic and shit dirty water.
Yeah, the air. Damn it! There's no mildew in the tent. The tent's only been here for 2 weeks.
Can't be the mildew.
In the urine again.
Can't be the mildew.
God damn it! There's not mildew everywhere.
I poured baking soda on the floor. I don't know why this mildew keeps coming back. It's so weird. So fucking strange. God,
I gotta go back to Home Depot.
I miss her, man. I miss her. We got to get an update on this woman. I hope she's okay. I hope she's Back on that dirty water train.
She's dead. Come on, man. She's like taking a fish out of the tank. Like she can't survive like in the real world. Like the stress laid upon her heart of coming into a room that's not fucking full of her mom's piss bottles. Like she can't.
What do you mean I have to? What do you mean wash? What do you mean soap? What is soap app? What is this?
Yeah.
Soap app. It's soap lady.
Where do you keep your bucket? Where do you keep your bucket?
Totally, she's dead. She's dead.
I'm telling you, she's dead somewhere, or she's in a
padded room.
What's your bucket?
Dude, she's in a padded room somewhere, dude. She's in a fucking padded room. God bless her soul, though. I hope she's doing okay. I want an update.
Padded room in heaven.
Unlimited source of fucking Aquafina bottles. Yeah. Unlimited.
Fucking mountains of bottles as far as the eye can see. It's like
my bucket came back. My bucket came back from the dead.
Mordor. It's like she lives in the tower as I in Mordor. Just fucking mountains of piss, mountains of dirty water.
Guillermo del Toro. He was inspired from the Dirty Water Lady when he was designing the orcs. He was designing how the orcs are made.
All right, let's rock and roll here. Let's talk about our next hoarder.
Oh, I miss her.
I do love that hoarder. So this one, her name is Shannon. Maybe or maybe not. I'm never good with names. So Shannon.
That's not a Hispanic name, is it?
No, Shannon's. I think Shannon's one of my cousins. I can't be 100% sure, but I think I saw her in the family photo somewhere along the way.
Nice.
Definitely in my 23andMe tree somewhere. Totally. So anyhow, Shannon, I think she's probably 30s, 40s. Something like that. She's a mom, which is she's an 11-year-old kid, and Shannon got herself a concussion, and afterwards she got a couple interesting things that came into her life. Number one thing that came into her life was loneliness. She got lonely as her friends supposedly and her family abandoned her, leaving her, not visiting her, and forcing her to find solace in hoarding.
So it's their fault.
I'm not pointing a finger at anybody, but yes, it's their fault. All right, it's their fault.
It's definitely not her fault.
Not her fault. She's a victim here. All right. So Shannon finds herself in need of company. So she does what any other person would do. She reaches out and finds a friend in this world. And of course, it's an unconventional friend. All right, we've met some unconventional friends along the way here. We met a young lady who likes getting fucked by a carnival ride. All right? She's getting dicked down by Bruce. Big time. Bruce giving her that fucking Bruce dick. That's what fucking Bill Burr out there wondering what happened to Bruce. Oh, Bruce is alive and well, buddy. He's getting it done. All right? He's getting it done. He's dicking that lady down. So we met Bruce. We met those fucking inflatable toys. That giraffe.
Sexy giraffe.
The bottom bitch giraffe. We met her. All right. So
that is a cute giraffe, though. It's a nice looking giraffe.
Yeah. I mean, you strap a fleshlight to that thing, you got yourself. You're cooking with gas there, buddy. Yeah. Heat it up. But anyhow, we've met some strange friends along the way. Well, this friend is I don't know how to describe it other than it's a cat skull. All right. So imagine the head of a cat that's been dead for a long time, and it's just bones. So it's a cat skull, right? But it's only like the top of it, because like the jaw is connected to the top of it by some sort of soft tissue that you lose over time. So she didn't retain or didn't obtain the bottom jaw of this thing. So it's just the top of it. Like a fucking top of a cat's head, right? And the top of the cat's head is it's got a name, and its name is Friend. And Friend is her friend, right?
Friend is the friend.
Yeah, it's Friend, okay? And one of the things that got her into hoarding, so she talks to this fucking cat skull, right? This lady's got something going on here. And A couple things that bother me. There are two things that bother me. One, her hoarding seems to be driven by Friend. So I don't know so here's Shannon being a victim again. This is not really her problem with the hoarding, it's Friend's problem because she's getting shit for him. All right? So she's doing shit for Friend. But my real problem is like, Shannon, how do you know that it's a him? Right? She's just assuming gender. And we can't be doing that, man.
I'm a fucking bitch, man.
So fucking Shannon, you're I'm not saying that you're worse than Hitler, but
you're up there for sure.
You're like 9/10 Hitler.
Jordan Peterson.
Don't assume a cat skull's gender. All right? Like, don't do that. Have some fucking decency in this world. And clean your fucking apartment up. Or your trailer up. Or whatever.
You gotta rewind here a second. I feel like there's a couple things missing here. So there's a cat and... Like, how does did she find the skull like, how does she know it's, like, not a raccoon skull? You know what I mean?
I don't know. I mean, maybe Shannon's been around enough dead cats to know what a fucking cat skull looks like.
Okay, so it used to be her cat. It used to be a cat.
I don't think that it used to be her cat. I think she came upon it in its cat skull form. And, maybe she found it at one of these weird fucking, she's out hoarding. And some lady's like, this is my cat skull. And she's like, yeah, I'll fucking buy that from you. How much will it be? Oh, 9 beads? Okay, yeah, here are your beads. That's the sort of thing that you buy with beads. Or magic beans or whatever. Right? So she bought it. I think she bought it for beads, essentially.
And 2 packets of glitter. Okay, you gotta include the glitter packets.
Yeah, those are like second-round picks in the NBA. They're not worth a lot, but you never know.
It's like Borat, he's selling like a bag of feathers. Oh my God, are those feathers? Yeah, I'll take it. I'll fucking take it.
You take it.
All right, well, that's interesting, man. That's I don't know what to say about that other than that doesn't really seem like a Hoarders episode to me. That just seems like a fucking somebody who needs a fucking lobotomy. You know what I mean? Like this woman needs a lobotomy or something. Again, I don't know her, but I'd love to see her standing there in a bathrobe in slippers as a bulldozer just bulldozes this woman's house, and Friend is inside. You know what I mean? And she's just done, and then she's in a nursing home chilling. Hanging out.
I mean, that's the obvious shot for all of these. It's just like she's just standing there with the cat skull, smoking a cigarette. She's like, "Damn it, Friend! I can't believe we ended up here."
No, Friend isn't there.
Fucking crushing her house with a giant wrecking ball.
No, Friend is in the house.
Oh, Friend's in the house? Oh, no.
Friend is in the house.
No.
So she has nothing. So she's standing there, I'm telling you, standing there with like a blanket around her body.
Oh, no, not Friend. She couldn't. You sadist. You're a monster, sir. You, sir, are a monster.
Well, this lady needs a fucking lobotomy for sure.
All right, so let's go ahead. Let's cue it up. Let's get to our video of the day.
VOD. So is this a new segment? Like, are we just doing this because you laughed really hard at this video?
Well, I mean, I don't know if I laughed like inordinately hard at it. So this is our World Star Hip Hop. If you haven't figured it out, we like World Star Hip Hop. There's a lot of fucking interesting comment there. So this is police taser a transgender woman at a restaurant. So let's go ahead. I'm ready to get this thing rocking on. This is 57 seconds.
Let's do a 3, a 2,
a 1.
A 1.
All right.
Play.
All right, so we got this thing going. Let me turn this fucking volume down. So PokerGuy, give me the play-by-play here. So we got a police officer. They got a taser attached to this person.
Yeah, it's like a dude, and he's on the floor, and he's yelling in a manly voice. So all the charm and eloquence of a young lady are gone. He's saying bitch. He's got like sideburns and shit, and he's on his second tase battery right now. He's getting up. Okay, talk us through here. He seems like
a zombie walk. This is hilarious. So like they have not restrained this person yet. There's been no restraints, but they are fucking tasing away, and it's like they're tripping.
Look at the guy still eating dinner. Look at the guy eating dinner in the background. He's like, I'm not moving.
But then he was doing a zombie walk, but then he picked something up and threw it. So they're jumping on him. It's over. It's over.
So a couple things here. That is what appears to be like a 6'3" African American male, in jorts and a fucking sweatshirt and
crop top.
Yeah,
it's a crop top.
Excuse me. Crop top. A cute crop top with a sweater on top. and they get tased like 2, 3, or 4 times, and he's like
just walking through it though, like just
powering through it like it's nothing.
Like that would have fucking like that's like, you know how it's all it's like I don't know how to do this. There's no real way to do this. It doesn't make any sense. But it's like, like which bathroom do you use? It's like, can you take 2 tasers without your heart stopping? All right, yeah, you got to use the dude's bathroom then. Yeah. Still at this point, like if you can walk through 2 tasers simultaneously and just fucking cruise.
Well, look at that, man. Look at the very end, around 50 seconds. He's getting tased actively, and there are like 3 people trying to hold this dude down. So,
I've never jumped on somebody when they're getting tased, but can you get like secondhand tased?
No. I'm like 80% sure because I know those like cop videos that are like fun and festive because cops are fun, and they'll have like people getting tased, and like people will hold their arms, and they'll take a taser, and they hold them so they don't collapse and like eat shit. But yeah,
you tase them in the dick, they'll go down sooner than that.
That's a great segue. What would you have done here if you were a police officer? What would you have aimed for? Would you have aimed at his pectoral muscles, his flat stomach, his very, very sharp and fine jawline, or what would you aim for?
I mean, I would probably aim for the exposed midriff because I'd be like, man, that's just exposed skin. If I can get what I want on there, it's going to get in there deep, and I'm going to fucking shock the hell out of this person. Like,
so you and me are both there.
I'd be fucking moonwalking if I could get my taser on that thing. So I'd go for that.
What can you do? Rear naked chokeholds? Because when he's sitting there all zombified, I would just jump on his back, rear naked chokehold him, and fucking boom.
I almost feel like when he was zombie walking, though, they were just sitting there like, holy shit, I can't believe this guy's walking through this. Like, Billy,
totally.
You gotta see this thing. Jesus, it's got 2 tasers on him.
Oh my god, this fucking guy, he's fucking zombified, man, like Walking Dead.
Look at that. Jesus Christ.
Call Rick Grimes. This fucking motherfucker needs a bullet. But look at that background. There's that dude with like a bib on, and he's like into his like jalapeno poppers, and he ain't moving. He's just.
I love it when people are getting their fucking asses knocked out in like a Waffle House, and there's that one guy who's just like, I'm sorry, I ordered this shit. I'm eating it while it's hot. This is not my business.
That'd be me. I'd sit there, and if I got mott sticks, I'm eating my mott sticks. I'm eating my mott sticks. And if this dude's getting close to me, he's going to like threaten my family or my friends, I'm going to take that butter knife and I'm going to stab him right in the fucking carotid. But until then, I'm going to eat my mott sticks and I'm going to chill. I'm going to relax, Yeah.
This is just part of
you could have tased him in the penis too.
This is part of the entertainment. You could tase him in the dick too.
You should have tased him in the dick. It would have been over. It would have been. You would have
boom,
dropped
done,
real quick.
down,
boom, done,
down,
problem solved. Or kicked him in the dick even. Like if it was you and me and you're behind him and you tase him and he's zombified, I would just run in front of him, kick him right in the dick or where his balls are. You know what I mean? Because guess what? They're still there.
Because you're into hate crimes. You're into hate crimes.
Is it a hate crime though?
I don't know. It sounds a little hate speechy. Sounds a little.
What do you mean?
It sounds. I get that it's practical. I don't think that's. I mean, it's in the manual though. Like I think that's. I think they'd take me off of Twitter for that one. I think they would.
They definitely would ban me from Twitter on that one for sure.
What would your 9 bots do? Like, what would they do? Like, what would they do?
How many bots do I have, man? I don't even know. I don't know.
Probably like 7 at this point, I would think. All right, so let's get to our last thing. Let's get some bad advice. Let's give away. I don't know if it's going to be badass advice or just bad advice.
These are just fun to talk about because they're scary, man. This is just crazy shit.
So here's a fucking nightmare scenario for all involved. Right, people have those dreams where they'll say, "Oh fuck, man, I dreamt my teeth were falling out," or I dreamt I was falling off a cliff, that something horrible was about to happen to me. Well, here's a fucking dream that you could have that would horrify even the steelest of minds, like even those with no conscience and no concept of anything right in the world will prepare to be shaken by this.
Well, if you're a cis male though.
Yeah, I guess. I mean, god damn it.
There you go with that assumption.
There you go. Fuck
there
me,
you
man.
Go. There you go.
This would not. I mean,
We're gonna put a pause.
God damn
We're
it.
gonna put
All
a
right,
pause.
let's go. All right, so here we go. From Reddit. What is the username here?
Well, don't say the username because it's gonna give it away.
Okay, we'll give it away. From anonymous source on Reddit, asking if they're the asshole. A newlywed husband, 32, a man, cisgendered male, for what we can tell.
Nice.
He wanted to wait until marriage for sex and just surprised me, 27 female, with micro penis on the honeymoon. All right. So this is not very long, so I'm going to read it in its entirety with a little bit more speed.
You get it? Because it's not long? You get it?
Yeah, because his dick's so small. All right, so we dated for only 6 months. We've been married, engaged. We've been engaged for another 6. Just got married on Saturday. I literally just got back from my honeymoon a couple hours ago. My husband isn't a religious guy. He just says he's old-fashioned like that. We got close to fooling around a couple times, but it never went far. I tried, but he always stopped after it went too far. Anyway, fast forward to now. Am I the asshole for reading into this and being upset that I waited until my wedding night to find out he probably isn't as old-fashioned as he says he is? I'm not going to shame him, and honestly, I don't even know how I'll broach the topic. And I'm not seeking advice. I honestly just acted like nothing was out of the ordinary and went to town with them, but I don't know. I kind of feel lied to, like a half-truth or something was intentionally withheld from me. This was unexpected to say the least. And if you read this far, thanks for your time.
Damn.
All right.
Sucks. Everybody loses here. Everybody's the victim.
Everybody is at fault, and everybody is simultaneously the victim. Okay? Let's break it down. Why is it his fault? Why is it her fault? All right.
All right, well, it's his fault.
His fault for having a small dick is what it's his fault for.
You can't blame the guy for having a small dick, but if you're that guy, you need to be like straight up and be like, look, so I have a micro penis.
I don't have. I've got like a crazy small dick.
So, what is micro
that
penis?
To somebody.
What is micro penis? What is that?
I mean, micro penis. I don't know what it is clinically.
It's in the name.
But
it's in the name. Like it's small dick, but
it's a super small dick. I mean, what I would say is I would guess that it's the size of like a cigarette lighter or smaller. Okay, like in general, like sort of practical terms.
I gotta look this up. Hold on. I'm gonna look it up.
All right, look it up.
Okay.
All right, everybody. You're gonna Google that on your computer.
Oh no, I Googled it on Google, so now Google knows all.
No, Google knows about your small dick, and we're talking about it, so Jeff Bezos is gonna know.
Jeff Bezos laughing all the way to the fucking bank.
Everyone knows that you are now associated with small dicks. There's gonna be an algorithm about that now.
All right, I just looked it up. The second image that comes up is a pig in a blanket.
That's like it's a small hot dog.
Pig in a blanket. How do I take off safe search? All right, safe search is off. Whoa!
You don't need the pictures. Like just Google definition. You don't have to sit there looking at tiny dicks all day.
Well, that's what I'm doing right now. I got dicks on board right here. These things look very small. Just to describe them, they're just really tiny. I don't even know how they can penetrate a woman, honestly. That sucks. Damn, that thing is small as fuck. I'm gonna send you this link. You gotta see this.
Send it through the Zencaster. Free promo.
It looks like a giant clit.
Oh God!
Look at that, dude. It looks like the world's largest clit.
DuckDuckGo.
Yeah, because I don't want Google to know my shit. I don't want Google to know I'm looking up small penises.
Well, it just gave me like all these like searches.
All right, here you go, right there.
It just gave me like the search thing.
There you go.
Here we go. Oh shit.
Do that thing. It looks like a clit, doesn't it?
Oh no.
But you know the guy's a guy because he's hairy.
Like fucking 90s porn. That's.
It looks like a pig in a blanket.
Jesus fucking Christ, dude.
It looks like a pig in a blanket, dude.
Fuck, man. That is some shit, dude.
It sucks.
That is some shit. There are no winners here. There are no fucking winners there. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, like I guess like if you're that guy, like you have to know it's a big deal, right? So you probably like have to say that immediately, like, hey, look, like
that's kind of like you having like HIV.
Yeah, that's like if you're a chick, like you need to tell me that
if you've got herpes or you've got hepatitis or something like that, I want to know.
You need to tell me. You need to tell me.
It's polite.
You gotta tell me.
It's like, hey,
we can still have a tasteful relationship. We can go to the porn shop. You can buy a 12-inch fucking black dildo, and you can use that. You can use that because I love you, because that's what we're talking about here, right, girls? It's all about love. We love each other. Watch The Notebook and fucking Bridget Jones' Diary all the time. It's love, baby. But you need to, like, the guy's an asshole for not telling her, for sure, because that fucking blows dick when you have that moment, you know, and you guys are about to fuck, and then she's just like, there's nothing there. It's like
there's nothing to fuck. Like there's nothing there. That guy's dick that you sent me that picture of. Brett Favre looks like fucking Ron Jeremy.
It looks like a giant clit, doesn't it?
Like, looks like Ron Jeremy next to that dude. Because Brett Favre may have a small penis, but he's got a penis, right? At least that guy. That was like a thumb. Like a first knuckle.
Let's get big in a blanket.
I mean, yeah, an actual scale. Like, I mean, that was a first knuckle thumb. That's not good. Like, you don't. So, I mean, okay, so he's rocking a thumb cock, right? Like a micro peen. So he's saying to himself,
bad for the guy.
Ooh, I found this really cool chick.
Sucks.
But, I mean,
he's probably nervous.
So he's 31, right? What did it say? He was 31, she was 27, something like that.
That sucks. That sucks for him, dude.
So he's 32. So he's 32. All right,
he's gonna kill himself.
All right, number one, like, is this this is not Tim Tebow's fucking.
What the fuck? Leave him out of this.
I'm just saying, like, how old is fucking Tim Tebow? All right, let's Google this real quick.
Tim Tebow's like 32 probably. 32 or 33.
That's how old this guy is. Oh, Jesus Christ. Are we Jesus Christ, are we solving some internet shit right now?
What does age have to do with Tim Tebow's dick or this guy's dick? This guy's got a small dick. What does it have to do with his age, though? You know what I mean?
I was just saying, if Tim Tebow just fucking get married?
I don't know. I don't know.
Did he get married or did he get engaged?
I don't know. All I know is his first girlfriend had huge titties. That's all I know.
I guess, but I mean, never mind. I guess we're not solving anything because this lady's like, he's not too religious. Tim Tebow doesn't fit that description. So
you're trying to tell me that was Tim Tebow? You're trying to tell me that was Tim Tebow, you asshole.
I'm just saying, it could have been Tim Tebow in the post. It's not Tim Tebow. All right, so Tim Tebow.
I'm just asking questions.
Oh my God, like how sweet a vengeance would that be for me? Or like where my hero is literally called Big Dick Nick. I don't know what his dick is like, but fucking I don't care. I do love that is his
when you
nickname.
Dream about his dick, when you dream about it, you fucking bitch. You are obviously like all about his dick. But yes, it would
moist.
be very
My
poetic.
balls get so moist when that happens. But the thing is,
so moist.
If this turned out like, and it's not, but if this turned out that this was like fucking Tim Tebow's new wife in some Reddit post, and I ended up being the one to break it here,
that'd be dope.
I would be like, that's hilarious.
That'd be dope. That'd be
I'd be like, because my hero up here, yours with the fucking thumb cock right down here. Heisman Trophy, but fucking shamefully small penis.
The Heisman Trophy is not anatomically accurate. You need to kind of shave off a little bit extra in the groin area, make it a little bit more accurate.
Yeah, you need to flatten that out a little bit there.
All right, let's rewind. So, confirmation: this is not Tim Tebow because the guy is not religious.
Not Tim Tebow.
So let's go back to the dude. We both agree that he's an asshole for not saying flat out, "Hey, babe, you at least need to see my cock or at least feel it." You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, I mean, I get that. I mean, that's what I get. All right, I get it.
All right, so we're on the same page.
I get it if it's going to be something like, look,
it's an issue.
We're not going flesh on flesh here until it's like, you know, until you put a ring on it, baby.
How do you get married and not at least like blow each other? You know what I mean?
Exactly.
You know what I mean? That's fucking.
I mean, remember how you were talking about getting some good fingering going on? I mean, How are they not getting some good fingering going on? What's the good Lord got against that? Nothing.
Totally.
Finger away.
Just a little finger.
Just finger away. You know, just stroke away. But he wouldn't even let her get
pussy juice on my face. Something. You know what I mean? So I know that it's real. So I know that you don't have What about the other way? What if it was the other way around? Fucking PokerGuy, I fell in love. This woman's beautiful. She's cool. She's awesome. Wedding day. Pulled down her pants. 9-inch rotund cock. I'd be pissed. I'd be pissed.
Hey,
babe.
You're a dude. I didn't think you were.
Hey, babe. Yeah.
But I mean, in a way, that would be on you, though. It's like, dude, you knew this person.
Okay.
Like, have you not?
Totally.
That's the other thing too. Like, I get it if you're not gonna fuck, but like, you haven't seen him in the shower or anything.
Totally. Like a blowjay. What about a blowjay?
Anything. Like, this person has hidden this cock from you for a year. It's like if you ask to see somebody's bank account and they're like, oh no, you don't need to see that, but I'm good. It's like, oh, so you're fucking you've got $492,000 in revolving credit debt. I don't think you're good, and you earn $62K a year. I think we got some problems here, right?
If some problems, we should discuss them. At least that's the thing, get it out in the open. Because if they truly are in love, and to all the women listeners, because we all believe in love, baby. It's all about the love. If you guys really do love each other and like spending time with each other, what's the big deal? You got a small dick. Go to the fucking cock. Go to the porn shop. Get yourself a fucking big giant rubber cock. Give her a strap on. You guys can blow each other and get fucking weird together.
Yeah, just pound away. Just fucking pound away.
Yeah, dude. Have the neighbor put a strap on and
get a double. You can fucking pound away at each other at the same time.
Get a glow in the dark 2-headed dildo. You guys can fuck each other. I don't know, but it's not about that. But yeah, that's a big one, man. But going back to what you're saying, she's also the asshole.
Very much.
You know what I mean? For not like saying, I don't know. I feel like that's why you need to fuck before you get married. You know what I mean? And that's why it's so important. You know what I mean? Like that doesn't make any sense to me. This can't be real.
Fuck before,
this can't be real.
Like before you commit to like a hotel room with this person.
Dude, I'm fucking on date. I'm trying to fuck date number 2. You know what I mean? Like I'm trying to I at least want to see what you look like naked, because if you don't have any sexual chemistry, then nothing. I don't know.
What's the point?
I mean, I understand like when you turn 70, you guys just stare at each other, and like at that point you're all like Viagra'd out. But like at least when you're younger, like you guys need to be fucking. You know what I mean?
Gotta be.
As Joey Diaz says, you gotta give her a stabbing. You know what I mean? You gotta give her a stabbing.
You got to, but that guy's got no knife.
Uh-oh.
I mean, you're not going to go into Garden State Honda and buy a brand new Honda Accord without taking it out on the 3, almost dying, getting on and off the fucking road, and then getting back to the fucking dealership. That's how they sell those cars there, because your adrenaline is fucking kicking because you just survived death whenever you get a test drive out there. But
fuck New Jersey.
Like, you got to do that, or at least like look in the fucking car. Roll the window down. See what, like, it's like not even getting in it, and then you find out once you buy it that somebody put a bunch of dead fish in the fucking upholstery. Like,
if you're a man, you need to lick her pussy. If you're a girl, you need to suck his dick, just to at least make sure you guys have even a remote connection. You know what I mean? Like, if he doesn't have a rhythm when he's fucking, he put on some Chris Brown, put on some fucking R. Kelly. You can fix that.
If
she's sitting there making fucking noises,
shit you can fix.
Yeah, put her panties in her fucking mouth. Whatever
it takes, whatever you need to do, get that shit done. Y'all have a good rest of the week. We'll see you back here soon on the comment section.